Hello, welcome back to Royal Fishing and Adventures. Okay, right, let's start my challenge today. As I want to fish the South Coast, so I'm starting my challenge today. I'm at Marchwood. If you know where I am, it's called Magazine Lane, also known as Snaggy Maggie. I've just got a rod, just starting to get set up now. Before I get a video in, just before I set up the rods. I've got another challenge out here today, is I've missed a seal out in the water. So 2 challenges tonight, trying to catch a fish and beat the seal. At least I know there are fish in the water, otherwise it wouldn't be here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just set up the rods, and I hope the video is better today. I've acquired a microphone, as I've taken up some notes for some friends, but the video wasn't great because of the wind last time, so hopefully this will help. I'll get the rod set up, cast out, and I'll bring it back. Gonna have to show you this sunset in a sec. It's beautiful. Just makes it all worth coming down here just to see the sunset. Look at that. Look at that in the background. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. I'll show you. So this is where I am. Rod set up. And it's Hamilton Docks. Look at the sunset. It's beautiful. Shine of water. The boat going out. Yeah. Seal's out here somewhere. He keeps popping his head up round by the buoy, which I'm going to be casting. Yeah. Try to get some photos of him. Pictures, but he keeps dying away early. Okay. So I'm going to carry on setting up, and I'll bring you back. Bring you back in a minute when the rods are out. Okay, first rod set up. Chuck it out. Using a 2-hook flapper with ragworm, size 3/0 hooks. It's just a 4-pound ounce down here. There's 2-hook flapper, 3/0 hooks. Chuck it out. Hopefully, get some fish. Okay, so I use a Pentidal surf casting. Nice rod. We've got a SKS Sonic reel. I only used a couple of times, just trying to get the feel of it. But yeah, get myself all set up, the seat out. Yeah, like I said, this is my first challenge. As I said, I want to fish the South Coast. I keep repeating myself. And I did say there's a seal out here, which I haven't seen for a while, so hopefully he's buggered off. So, yeah, first challenge. So if I catch some fish, I always have to come back here next time until I catch another fish. It's not my favourite place to fish at the moment. It's very snaggy, as why hence the name Snaggy Maggie. But I've always fished this spot. As long as you're reeling in like buggery, you'll be fine. Okay. I'm just going to set my seat up. My seat's up. I forgot a vital thing tonight was my kettle and the coffee. So, yeah, just see how I get on, and I'll bring you back in a sec. Just going to set my seats up in a sec. I'll keep you posted if I get any bites and that. I'll bring you back. Okay. Don't forget my seat. Very well used seat. Okay, so the bait I'm using, drag worm. Got some today. I can only get £10 worth. It was very ration. But yeah, bait is from Lure Lodge. Just show. Yeah, we've got the worms here, very fresh. From Lure Lodge and Hive. Very fresh worms all the time. And I've got some frozen bait squid and some mackerel, which I'll try out later. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so as you see, I'm all set up now. See out. Yeah, ready to start fishing. Sets the trap. Traps are set, sorry. And I'm just going to sit. So go down. She's a good photo. Okay, so I'll bring it back in a minute to see how many bites I get and see how it goes. Okay, been here about 10 minutes now. No signs of bites. And best of all, there's no sign of the seal. It's about seems to have gone. Yeah, so nothing to report at the moment. Yeah, I'll bring it back in a bit. We do have a big boat going out on the side. And still got the sunset on this side. Just watching it slowly. Got the red in the background. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. And have a nice day tomorrow. So I kind of cast just to the left of just to the right hand side of the buoy about here. Always fish the same place. 2 snagging on the beach, 2 snagging to the right and to the left. This always seems the best place, so I get out further over the top of the rocks to get the snags. Yeah, it's starting to get dark. So I'm not feeling like that, so we'll see how this goes. I'll bring it back in a bit, get the rod in. Another 10 minutes, I'll get the rod in and see what happens. Probably a lot of weed about at the moment. Okay, be back in a bit. So what I've got with me today, just go through quick, show what I bring with me. Got my chair, got my rag. Never go without a rag. You always need to wipe my hands off. Okay, so I got my seat. Just got my bag here, a few jumpers in. My bait, never go without a beer. It's just some weights. My bag here, just have some camera gear, tackle box, Beastmaster 7000, Shimano. Rig set up, all bits and pieces, odds and ends, new microphones. I've got pen, Tidal, 420 surfcasting. I need myself a new stand, as the other one was getting a bit old. And I'll set this one up later when the tigers up. Yeah, Imcast, direct Imcast, and got the worms. Yeah, so this is my little setup for the evening. We'll be down here, high tide's about 1:30. The time now is 9:10. Yeah, so it's starting to get dark now. Yeah, just can't get a better view tonight. It's beautiful. Okay. Still no bites. Nothing happening. It's time to get a rod out, maybe. Okay. All set up now. Got my chair out. Just show you quick. Okay. Got my chair out. Got the rod out in the water. Lines out. It's all good. So I'll bring with me usually a chair. Usually bring a rag. They always bring a rag. It's got a bag with a jumper in, a few bits, weights, just a tackle bag. Have a tackle bag here. Microphones, Beastmaster 7000 Shimano, just some other camera gear, and tackle at the bottom. Just got some lures all set up, ready to go. I've got the pen, Tidal, surfcasting wheel. This is a new stand, bought myself. Well, I got for Christmas actually. Everyone's getting a bit rusty. And I've got a direct Imcast, which will set up later when the tide comes up. And I'll show you worms. Okay. I said that view here tonight is beautiful. Very nice. Yeah. Be a nice hot one tomorrow. Yeah, but still nothing from fish. There's still no sign of the seal. You've got the boat just going out in the edge there. Yeah. Okay. So this is me for tonight. This is the time now, it's about 9:10. High tide's about 1:20, I think. So yeah, that's where I'll be spending my evening till run out of bait basically, I reckon. Yeah. Okay, so I had some comments last week. Sent some videos to some friends and that. They said the wind was, I couldn't hear myself talking, they couldn't hear me talking. I looked back at the videos, they were terrible. So I have invested in a set of microphones. This one's here, connected to my phone. Hopefully this will improve on the wind and hear me more clearly. So yeah, the microphones, got myself a new stand. I've got a light for stuff later when it gets a bit darker. And yeah, just trying to get some bites. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully the microphone will work. Okay. So we go on. Okay, we just had some bites. Just going to keep you rossing there so if you can see anymore. It's after about 15 minutes being in the water. Okay. Okay, nothing else is happening. Okay, what I'll do is I'm gonna reel it in and so we got the end of it. Right, let's reel this in, see what's on the end. If there's a fish. Just come back next week then if there's a fish. I'll find somewhere a bit different. Heavy. There's a lot of weed about at the moment. Let's see. No, I don't think there is. Or is it going to be something small? Okay. Okay, I still got bait left. That's a shame, she left that a bit longer. No, the weeds are okay tonight. So. Then just send that back out there. Just put a fresh bit of bait on the end. Yeah, just put a bit of fresh bait. I'll keep the worms on there. Just put a fresh bit of bait on the end. I'm trying to ration the worms today. I'll put them some rods out later. But I've got some mackerel with me. So. Well, that was a shame. These worms are quite lively. Well, you saw a fish out there. That's the seals playing ticket at Silly Burgers. I still haven't seen them out there, so I'm doing alright. Alright, so I'll get this back out there. Wow, some of those fishes there. Always bring a rag. It's a must. Okay, so let's get this out there. Some fish. Right, trap set again. So we can get what's out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so still no fish. Oh, rod is bending. Plenty of bites. Spoke too soon. Yeah. Just let this bite develop. There are 2 hooks out there. Fresh bait. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm still getting knocks. Fish could be on there. As I say, I've got 2 hooks. Just let it play about for a bit. Bring it in a bit. Yeah. That's it. Bring the rod in. Okay. In 2 secs. A few bites. Cracking shots. So let's see what we got. A bit more weight on it this time. Oh, I'm not sure. Possibly. I'm trying to tell. Not sure. If it is, it's only small. No. What's going on? Still a bait left. Not sure what's going on. Yeah. Alright, I'll bring it back in a minute. Wait, rebait after. Nothing yet. Tide's coming up. Okay. Bring it back in a bit. Yeah, it's usually to pass the time. I usually even make a coffee. Some people going by. Okay, yeah, so usually to pass the time, I usually make a coffee, get the eye on the rods. Yeah, but this time I just bring myself a cheeky beer. So I'll sit and enjoy this. Watch the sunset still going down, and watch the rod at the same time. Yeah. I'll get everyone set up in a minute. Tide's coming up. But later on, you have to get to the other side of the wall because the water comes up right to your feet. Depending on how high the tide comes tonight. Yeah, I usually bring rod tips with me, but I've left the batteries. I've got the lights on me, but I left the batteries in the van, so I can't really get back to the van. So I have to pack up. I've got some reflectors in the rod helps. Just waiting for it to start bouncing. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, got beer. Quite a mild night, still in a t-shirt. Feels like a summer's day. A bit of wind. Right. Actually, I've been fishing this place since I was about 6 years old. I lived up just around the corner, literally a 5-minute walk to the beach. To fish evenings, weekends, mainly evenings. And it was on a Saturday night. It's come down to middle of the day, middle of the morning. Get up and go fishing again on a Sunday. It's always something to do. Always down the beach. Me and my brother, friends, making dens and stuff in the woods. Yeah, we're always down there fishing. So we're fishing here since I'd say for about 10 years old, 6, 10. Gone fishing. First time I ever went fishing was down here and got a small pouch. Keeps you hooked. Yeah. So, challenge is going okay. Just an excuse to get out fishing. Give yourself a challenge. Yeah. Be a little better if this rod was bouncing that. Just one fish. Just one fish. It means I've got to fish this again next week. Actually, next week I won't be here. I'll be away for 2 weeks. I'm off to Mallorca for 2 weeks, but I will keep you posted. Hopefully, I'm going to try and get a charter boat out there. Yeah. I'm quite like near to the beach, so I might just pick up a cheeky rod, do a bit of fishing maybe off the rods, speak to some people, what's going on. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. It'll be part of my adventure, not just real fishing, but it'll be the adventure part. So, I'll bring it back in a minute. Bring the rods in a sec, change the bait, been out there for a little bit. But no bites. Yeah. That's desiring it. Okay, so bring it back in a bit. Okay, so not much has happened, just till about now. We're just starting to get some bites. So, just, yeah. Nice view, isn't it? At night time, the docks. It's quite nice to sit and watch cranes moving and everything that's going. As I said, I'm starting to get some bites, small knots. See, you can see that again. You can see that. Small knots and they disappear. It's calm. It's like a mill pond out here. There's something out there in the water jumping about. So I'm not sure what it is. Could be a seal back at night, but I don't know if fish at night do it or I don't really know. Comment if you know what a seal does at night. Does he come in? Does he stay in the water? Carry on fishing? Interesting to know. So, yeah, I'm not sure about seals back. I don't see much at night. Yeah. I'll get a few knocks on the rod. Yeah. 2 miles to bring it in. But did you see the view? I've got to sit and look at tonight. Look at that from many other places. But yeah. There's always something going on to watch. Alright. Give us another 5 minutes and I'll bring it in. I'll bring it back. Yeah, okay. I'll bring it back in a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Getting the worms on. Okay. Both baits on. 2 hooks. Yeah. So, cast this one out again and see what I got. Go again. Round 3. Sorry about the darkness. I'll bring it back in a sec. Let's get this rod out. Yeah, not sure of that. Yeah. What's up there? Again. What's that? It's about 7 cars I've had now. Okay, so I've upped my chances. I actually got another rod out, and I've changed the bait styles as well to give myself a bit more extra chance. So the time now is about 10 to 11. I've been here for a while now. Yeah, so got another rod out. I've got my M cast out. 2 rods out now. Extra rod, extra chance, and so I've got some mackerel up as well. So I've ragworm tipped off with some mackerel, get a bit more scent out there in the water. So I've got a hoodie on now. A bit cold, just a bit of chill in the air now. Otherwise, it's a very nice night. It's very calm. Got a bit of weed coming through, just stuck on the rods at the moment, a bit on the line, and a bit of false slope. Otherwise, it's all good. Yeah. Not much happening. Just getting a few knocks here and there, but nothing promising. So, got a few more hours yet to high tide. High tide's at 1:30. Then you got the secondary tide, because we live by the Isle of Wight here. Get a secondary tide come in. I think high tide and that's about 3:30, something like that. So, just going to reel the rods in now, change the bait, get some mackerel on there, a bit more scent out there, then see what happens next. So, yeah, just going to get rods in. So I get rods in now, just bring the M cast in. That was casted first. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, there's a bit of weed in the water now. Rods will bounce, moving about up and down. It's just weed. Feels like weight on there, but I think it's just weed. Which increases my chances of a snag as well. So. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. As you can see, just weed, but clean hooks. Clean hooks. You see, weed, but the hooks are clean. So it's either the crabs out there enjoying themselves, having a feast. Push a bit of weed out there, give a bit of false hope. But anyway, I'll just rebait this rod up. Let's bring you in. Okay, so wait. First hook. So what I'm going to do, so chuck a worm on, half a worm. What I'll do is I'll tip it off with a bit of mackerel. Let's say I get a little bit more scent out there. It's a bit more for the crabs to move, feed on. So if you baits are coming back clean within 20 minutes and you reel in and your hooks are clean, You should go down to really minute 15 minutes, and so on. And so they're coming in clean after 10 minutes, they're reeling after 5 minutes. But when you start using more bait, and your night gets shorter because you've used more bait and you've run out, you've got to go in early. But you have increased chance of catching a fish. So just do top hook now. So well. So I'll slide it up the hook. Same as the bottom one. I'll slide the worm up the hook without stabbing myself. And just tip it off. A piece of mackerel. Just thread it a couple of times. In and out. Leave the hook brow. So it just increases your chances of catching a fish. Oh, I say so anyway. So, the same with this hook. Piece of mackerel. Just on there. Thread it in. And out. So we attract the fish or feed the crabs, one of the two. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll throw that out there, bring the other rod in, bait that up the same, and see how we get on. So I'm just going to cast that rod out now. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll cast this one out. Same again, right side of that boy. Showed you earlier. Such a peaceful night though. Like I said, there's no one about, so it's always a good sign. No one about to annoy you. I'll bring the rod in, I'll bring it back in a minute. So I've rolled this rod in, weed again, but the hook is clean. Just showed us the rig. Basically, it's a three-way swivel. Three-way swivel, just a line coming off as a hook length, about 2 foot. You just sew lead tied onto the bottom swivel. So basically it's like a single flapper rig, basically. Single 3-hook swivel, basic rig, nice and cheap to make, and a bit of weed. So 1 hook at the bottom, and just a small hook up top, just to hold the bait on. But yeah, hooks are clean. Just lots of weed about at the moment coming in as the tide's getting higher. It's a bit of a pain at the moment. But same with this one. Same with this one. Just want to worm. Yeah, same with this one. Worm at the bottom. Get the worm on there. Yeah, see the worm on there. I've gone down to a size 1/0 hook on this. Just see if we're not catching on the other hooks. Possibly the hooks may be too big, smaller fish, little power and stuff. So yeah, so thread that. End up running up the hook. as far as I can go. Yeah. There's a little top hook here. There's a double up round. Just put around the head. Just keep the round one. Keep the round one. So tip it off with a bit of mackerel. Just to increase our chances. A bit more scent and attraction in the water. Just a bit. Try and get the Elk's Prowl. So there you go. Just a bit of a cocktail. Hopefully attract the fish. And yeah, also attract the crabs. Yeah, alright. Get this rod out. I'll bring it back in a sec. Okay, so both rods out there now. Both with mackerel and worm. But at the moment there's a lot of weed in the water. You can see the rods are bouncing up and down, which makes it harder to see the bites. Just let me show you. See the rods are bouncing up and down. Hard to see, it's night time. But anyway, yeah, so not much luck at the moment. It's still not high tide. Water comes up on these rocks, comes up on the rocks, on the shingle bank, on the where I'm fishing. Then afterwards you've got to go up over the wall, fish on the other side of the wall. Yeah, but not much happening at the moment. I said there was a lot of weed in the water. As you can see, it's all washed up on the shore. It's not good. But as they say, tight lines.